Solving Real-World Problems with Fractions and Mixed Numbers by
Alexis,
Nolan,
and Sydney T.
We think you need to know this because what happens if you're driving and you need to turn left in 3/6 of a mile and right in 2/6 more, but then your friend asks you how many miles you drove. This video, along with teaching you how to add and subtract fractions, is also teaching you valuable things you might need to know later in life. Introduction. Learning target. In this video, we will be teaching you how to solve world problems involving addition, subtraction of fractions referring to the same whole and having like denominators by using visual fraction models and equations to represent the problem. Our learning target for this lesson is that you will be able to add and subtract fractions with visual models. So let's get started. Common mistakes. Here are some common mistakes students will make. Number 1, not making your model the same size for both. Number 2, not evening out the sections correctly. Number 3, not looking at the problem correctly and performing the wrong math function. Number 4, not regrouping your fractions.
Step 1. At the Atlanta Zoo's bug exhibit, Ronald watched a millipede crawl for 1/5 of a minute, stay still for a while, and then crawl for 2/5 of a minute more. How much total time did Ronald spend watching the millipede crawl? First step to solving this problem is making sure both denominators are alike. Then divide your model into equal numbers of your denominator. Now fill in each model equal to the numerator. Do not do this problem. Second step is to add both of your numerators and put them both onto one model, then count it up, and find your answer. Showing you how. Subtraction. Step 1. Shauna's Desserts made a batch of fresh scones with 3/10 of a pound of butter and 1/10 of a pound of sugar. How much more butter than sugar was used? First step to solving this problem is making sure the denominators are alike. Then divide your model into equal numbers of your denominator. Now fill in the model to the numerator. Put the different fractions in different colors. Showing you how. Step 2. Shauna's Dessert made a batch of fresh scones with 3/10 of a pound of butter and 1/10 of a pound of sugar. How much more butter was used than sugar? Lastly, take away the second number's numerator from your model and put an X through it, and then count the remaining filled-in blocks with the answer.
Buy yourself addition. Arjun made some chili with 5/8 of a can of black beans and 1/8 of a can of pinto beans. How many cans of beans did Arjun use in all? Okay, now it's time to see what you have learned. Pause the video if you needed, then go to the next slide for answers. Good luck! Make sure to draw your model even if you know the answer. The answer to this question is 6/8. This is true because on the model that you drew, you should have found that the denominators are the same. Your models should look something like this. Now, when you add them up, you should have got 6/8. Buy yourself subtraction. Professor Fisher weighed 2 pieces of metal for an experiment. The piece of iron weighed 7/12 of a pound and the piece of aluminum weighed 5/12 of a pound. How much more did the piece of iron weigh than the piece of aluminum? Okay, now it's time to see what you have learned. Pause the video if you needed, then go to the next slide for answers. Good luck! Make sure to draw your model even if you know the answer. The answer to this problem is 2/12. First step to solving this problem is to make sure that the denominators are alike, then draw a model. It should look like this. 7 should be filled in, 5 should be crossed out, therefore you should have 2/12 remaining.
I hope you enjoyed this mini lesson. Now that you're finished watching this video, do you understand adding and subtracting fractions? See you next time. Bye!